No sprints, no vertimax jumps, no bilateral plyometrics. I will tell you what will actually get you faster speed and jumping results to save your so valuable time. This is a no bullshit guide that will save your time for sure. No bullshit guide because I've seen people making videos trying to help you, but they are basing it on just one source. And that source is trust me, bro. Like, okay, I'm not saying that personal experiences shouldn't be valued. In fact, they are probably the best proof that something is working. I'm talking more about the, okay, you should do that because that's what I've heard kind of videos that are neither based on any studies nor any personal experiences, but on an article they've read and they believe in, and they've read it probably a few years ago. All I'm about to tell you in this video is simple, effective, and based on studies. The first thing you're gonna do is sprinting backwards, not sprinting forwards, because sprinting backwards is the only proven exercise that's going to improve speed, jumping, and knee health, all at the same time. Backwards running improves lower body strength and power, it decreases injury prevalence, and it improves change of direction performance. That's exactly what you need for sport to get to your highest level. The most important thing I've found is that by running backwards, we strengthen our decelerators that are responsible for absorbing all the force. When we run forward, we will get faster and therefore we will create greater forces, which will lead to higher impacts on your joints, on your knee, on your ankle. And if you don't have the decelerators to handle those forces, you're going to be very prone to injury. That's why you probably heard that faster players are more prone to injury, have a high risk of injury, but that's only if their decelerators are not as strong as their accelerators, to the point where they can absorb every force they create. Start sprinting backwards. It's a healthy exercise that's helping your joints and helping you get faster in a fast way. There is even a study that has observed well-trained men getting faster forward in only 5 weeks of backward sprinting. Next, plyometrics. They are an effective tool to make you faster. For sure, but probably nothing new to you, right? But what if I told you that if you could get faster even much more effectively by only performing unilateral plyometrics, or just implementing more unilateral plyometrics than just performing bilateral plyometrics? Studies have found that unilateral plyometrics, single leg plyometrics, are more effective at increasing both single and double leg jumping, isometric leg press maximal force, and rate of force development when compared to bilateral plyometrics. Land more, jump less. Explosiveness in the lower leg, elasticity, vertical jump height is a topic people love talking about. But what's actually really interesting is that to jump higher, you don't need to jump more. What's actually more effective and proven so in this study is that landing depth jump training twice weekly for 6 weeks is more beneficial than vertimax jump training for increasing vertical jump height. Wanna jump higher, then jump more, they say? No, I'm telling you, wanna jump higher, land more. Now there is one muscle group I can tell you you're probably not strong enough yet to be as fast as possible. It's the hip flexors. The psoas major muscle is a major muscle for hip flexion. Several previous studies have reported that the psoas major size, a greater psoas major size, is correlated to better sprint performance in sprinters. The size of the psoas major, the adductors, especially the adductor brevis, and the quadriceps femoris, who all play a role in hip flexion, were significantly correlated to sprint time. Not to forget that sprinters not only have significantly bigger hip flexors, but also significantly bigger asses than you. So their glute is really strong and helps them propel their body forward. It plays a huge role in sprinting as well. So it is shown by training these muscles, you will increase sprint velocity as well as step frequency. And besides from step length, that's exactly what you need for more speed. So start training these muscles ASAP. Let me interrupt here quickly. If you want to know how to get world-class hip flexors, watch the video in my description. And last but not least, get world-class hamstrings. Your hamstrings are your greatest point of force for horizontal speed. Being world-class at Nordics is another key to getting faster and also proven to reduce injuries in your hamstrings significantly. If your hamstrings are tight and weak, they are very likely not letting you express your full speed, and they are much more likely to just pop during sprinting action. A study has shown that teams using injury prevention programs that include the Nordic hamstring curl have managed to reduce hamstring injury rates up to 51% in the long term, compared with teams that did not use any injury prevention programs. So what are you waiting for? Train for what you need as an athlete and do it so effectively. Pause quickly. For those of you that are struggling with hamstring strength and tightness, I recommend watching all three of those videos. And if you just want to know how you can progress your Nordics, watch part 3. The link to them is also in my description. That's it with the video. I hope I could help you and make it a simple and effective and a trustable source that you can now implement in your training. If you have any further questions, don't know how to program it, don't know how to perform the exercises correctly, you can always ask me, DM me on Instagram. The link is in my description. Keep learning, stay healthy, do good, and peace out.